Have you ever looked in a mirror and felt like something was looking back? Not just your own reflection, but something else. Something lurking just behind the glass. This story is about a mirror like that. A mirror that didn't just reflect what was in front of it, but what it wanted to show. It all started when my friend Leo moved into a new apartment. It was one of those old, charming places with high ceilings and creaky wooden floors. He found the mirror at a dusty antique shop downtown. It was huge, with an ornate, dark wood frame carved with intricate leaves and vines. The shop owner, a frail old man with eyes that seemed to hold 100 years of secrets, sold it to him for a ridiculously low price. He just said, "Be careful with it. Some things are better left unseen." Leo, of course, just laughed it off as a quirky sales pitch. He hung the mirror in his hallway, right across from the front door. It looked magnificent, reflecting the light and making the narrow space feel larger. For the first few days, everything was normal. But then, little things started happening. He'd catch a flicker of movement in the mirror out of the corner of his eye, a shadow darting past when nothing was there. He'd blame it on being tired, on the way the light played tricks in the old building. One evening, he was heading out to meet me for dinner. He glanced in the mirror to check his hair, and for a split second, he saw his reflection, but it wasn't smiling. It was staring back at him with a cold, flat expression, even though Leo himself was grinning. He blinked, and it was gone. His own smiling face was looking back at him. He shook his head, convinced his mind was playing tricks on him. He told me about it over dinner, and we both had a good laugh. "Maybe your apartment's haunted," I joked. He didn't find it that funny. The incidents became more frequent and harder to ignore. He'd walk past the mirror and see a figure standing behind him in the reflection, a tall, shadowy man in old-fashioned clothes. But when he'd spin around, the hallway would be empty. He started avoiding the hallway, taking the long way around through the living room just so he wouldn't have to pass the mirror. Sleep became a luxury. He was plagued by nightmares of being trapped inside the mirror, watching his reflection live his life while he was just a silent, screaming observer on the other side of the glass. He started looking gaunt, with dark circles under his eyes. I tried not to look too closely, afraid of what I might see. Behind me, Leo whispered, "Don't look into its eyes." Whose eyes? I wondered. As I reached out to touch the frame, a movement in the reflection caught my eye. Behind my own image, the shadowy figure of the man was there again. This time, he was clearer. He wore a dark suit from another era, his face was gaunt and his eyes. I scrambled back just as it crashed to the floor with a deafening shatter. Silence. The oppressive cold in the apartment vanished instantly. The air felt lighter, cleaner. The feeling of being watched was gone. Leo and I stood there, breathing heavily, staring at the thousands of glittering shards on the floor. He said sometimes he could still feel a lingering chill where it used to hang. To this day, Leo avoids antique shops, and he'll never hang an old mirror in his home. Sometimes when I'm getting ready in the morning, I'll catch my reflection in the bathroom mirror and my heart will skip a beat. I'll lean in close, searching the glass, half expecting to see a face behind mine, a silent scream from a world trapped just beyond our own. So next time you find a beautiful old mirror for a bargain, you might want to ask yourself, what has it seen? And more importantly, what might be looking back at you? Thanks for listening to my story. If you have any of your own chilling experiences with mirrors or haunted objects, I'd love to read them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more spooky tales. Stay safe, and maybe don't look too long into old mirrors.